Welcome to 2023 and Happy New Year. I'm Sarah from Great Days by Sarah, and today I'll be taking us through a total body workout, combining a lot of strength moves and getting in an efficient workout to kick the year off right. I'm using 5-pound weights and 10-pound weights today, but if you don't have weights, grab a couple water bottles or even shampoo bottles are a great substitution. Let's get warmed up. Come down to your space. Tabletop position, shoulders over your hands, knees underneath your hips. Let's start off with some simple cat-cows. Look towards the ceiling as your tailbone rises behind you. And then reverse it. Tuck your chin to your chest, round your back, and repeat. Last one we round. Then find a flat back. Right hand comes lightly behind your ear. We open it up, starting to twist out our spine with these T-spine rotations. Switch sides. Plant your right hand, lift your left. Open your chest wide to one side, and then elbow goes towards your wrist. Maybe it touches, maybe it doesn't. Do what works best in your body today. Nice flat back, press it back to downward facing dog, upside down letter V with your body, and then we're just gonna walk our hands back to meet our feet and roll it up. Go right back down. Walk it out to a plank or modified plank. If you're in modified plank, hips are low, and then press it right back up. If you're ready to pick up the pace, pick it up. One more out, just like this. Roll it up, step your left foot forward, forward fold. Hands can come to your shins, maybe to your thigh, or all the way down to the mat. Stand it up, switch it over. Right foot in front, reach it down to where you feel a little stretch. Stand it right back up. Left leg comes forward, find a lunge, relax your back knee. Press it forward, opening up through your hip flexor on your right side. Want a little bit more heat? Lift those arms up, maybe add a back bend. Press it back and switch sides. I'm gonna start out with some squats. So grab weights when we come up. When you're ready. We're gonna sit it back, low, press it up, high. Sit it back, low, press it up, high. Nice and steady to start. This is just an extension of our warm-up. As we sit for our squat, our weight is in our heels. You can wiggle your toes the entire time. That's how much weight is shifted back. There's 30 seconds. Maybe you can pick up your tempo a little. Keeping your chest lifted on the squat, and the elbows are narrow. Ten seconds, home stretch, not coming back to this one. You got it. 3, 2, and 1. Bring your weights with you. We're down to the floor for a push-up to a row. I'm going full with my weights. I'm from my plank. Here we go. Push up. 1 row. 1 row. Modified. From the knees, hips are low. Push up. Keep the hips low. Low. Pick what works best for you today, but keep in mind this is day 1. Let's try to push ourselves a little bit more than we usually do. As you row, Keeping your elbows close to your rib cage. Core's tight the whole time. You got this. Get less than 20 seconds. We'll be back up on our feet before you know it. 3, 2, 1. Finish out that round. You can bring your weights with you. Up them if you want to. Sumo squats. Toes are facing out, tailbones tucked under, weights in front, palms facing you. We sit low, we row high, elbows just go to shoulder height. Heart rate should be sneaking up there. In between rounds, grab a quick sip of water if you need it, but try to move for the whole minute in the exercise. If the weights become too much, just safely set them down. Make sure your knees are going out, tracking towards your toes. And that chest stays lifted as you sink down into that squat. 10 seconds. Then we're back down onto the mat. Time. Bring it down safely with the weights. Our next combination is a bridge with a pullover. So lower body will lift when your arms are up here. Drop. We'll pull over. Palms are facing each other. Weights hover just off the floor behind you. This can also easily be done with one weight if 2 is too much. Tiny bend in your elbows as those arms go back. As you press into your bridge, make sure those legs look like the number 11. Feet are straight ahead. So strong. And time. Relax that weight, set it down. Carefully stand up. I'm gonna pick up my heavier weights for this one, going into a lunge and a bicep curl. So we're gonna reverse it. Here we go. Everything bends, everything straightens. Switch sides. Everything bends, everything straightens. If you're tapping your knee, make sure it's ever so gently on the mat. Palms are facing you. So we have a hammer curl for our bicep curl today. Check in with your front knee, make sure it's directly over your ankle and that your front foot is pointing forward. Chest is upright, knees is steady for your balance. Keep moving, you got this. 3, 2, and 1. Maybe keep your heavy weights. We're coming down to the floor. Single leg bridge this time. Arms go out to the side for a fly. So you're here. Press up, lower down, arms wide, arms close, switch legs. Single leg up, down, arms open, arms closed. A little too close to my wall over here. My arms are too long. So it's one leg, one fly. One leg, one fly. Pressing through your heel of that leg that's pressing. Check in with your core, make sure it's tight. 3, 2, 1. Safely drop those weights. Come back up to stand. I'm gonna drop my weight for a front raise today. Gonna go with my 5s. Feet hip distance apart. Deadlift, tip it over. Back stays nice and flat. I come up, I find straight, and then I front raise. So I'm not using the momentum from the deadlift. My palms are facing me and dragging down my legs, but my back stays flat. If my back has to round, I'm going too low. It's not about how low you can go in this. Keep a tiny bend in your knees. Core is tight and we're not swinging on that front raise. Make sure you're not holding your breath. You got this. Bring it down to the mat. I'm going to keep my 5s. We're coming into a dead bug. So legs are coming into 90 degrees here. Arms are straight up. Right arm drops back, left leg drops low, then we go back together. Switch sides. This one is takes a little bit of coordination. It might take a second to get it. That's okay, you have a whole minute. If you feel it at all in your lower back, don't drop your legs so low. Maybe it's just extended to 45. If you can keep your lower back on the floor, you can drop it low, but only if you can press your back into the floor. This is an awesome move. Works your core, your upper body, and your lower body. But check in with your face. Make sure your face isn't squinching. And there's a lot of pressure through your jaw. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower those weights. We're right back up to stand for our last standing one. I'm keeping my light weights because we're going into triceps. Taking that deadlift, but turning it single. Plant 1 foot down, 1 foot back. We tilt. Elbows are bent, we extend. We stand up, we tilt. Extend, staying on the same leg for 30 seconds. Your focus, obviously your balance, but also the triceps. Keep your elbows tucked in, elbows are high, they extend straight behind you. Last one this side. Switch it over, other leg plants, kickstand it back to start. Find the tilt, even if it's slight. So strong. No weights after this. 3, 2, and 1. Set them down. Clear your space. We have 1 more to go, and we're in a plank. We have 1 minute, but we're changing it up as we go, so try to stay off your knees unless you're modifying. Start your forearms in the shape of an 11, and we're just going to hold and breathe for this first part. With the variations, the time will go quick, so really push yourself through this final minute of work. Now we're going to lift 1 foot. 1 foot lifts, 1 foot lifts. So it's a little lift. Hips don't move. Just lift up and down. Make sure you're breathing. lift, pause, we rock forward and back, like a saw motion. Come on your tip toes, and then back, and just like that, you have 3, 2, 1. Drop your knees, widen them out, toes come together, sit back into a child's pose, reaching your arms as far as you can in front of you. Give your lower back a nice release. Walk your hands to the left, stretch out your right side body. Back through center, over to the right. Stretch out your left side. Back to center, roll up to all fours, how we started today. Bring your left foot forward, find yourself into a runner's lunge. Walk your hands up. Option to stay here or take your right hand and reach behind for your right foot for an additional quad stretch. Leaning into your left leg. If you grabbed your foot, release it slow, send it back. Left foot goes towards the sky. Half split. Feeling a stretch through your long, strong hamstring in the back of your leg. And then switch it out. Right leg comes forward. Find the runner's lunge to start. Left knee's on the ground. Stay here or walk it up. Pause. And if you'd like to add on, left hand, left foot for that optional quad stretch. Send it back, half splits. This time right foot towards the sky. And release it. Find yourself into a comfortable seat. One last breath together. Inhale up. Hands come down to heart center. Thank yourself for showing up today. And thank you so much for joining me in this first workout of the year. If you liked this workout, please subscribe to the channel and go find me on Facebook, Great Days by Sarah, and in Instagram. Go have a great week.